Lions. Daniel, is that you? Beat the Chiefs. Show me. If the Broncos and Russell Wilson can show me that they can beat the Chiefs, then I will start believing.
And the crowd up. And so are this defense, and Kansas City won't snap the ball again. The Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
David Montgomery on the Lions. Former Bear, gonna make this his revenge game for sure. David Montgomery gets the touchdown that ices the game. No! And there's a flag. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. Snap. Hold. Kick.
Denver wins! Denver wins! Let's go!
They open. No!
What happened? Oh shit. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast. We got a triple header. The Vikings and the Bengals are playing right now. And then, and there's an interception. Nick Mullins throws an interception. It's taken back to the 16-yard line for the Bengals. Who dey say they gonna beat them Bengals? And a good turnover right there for this defense sample. Let's see who made the play. 21 made the interception. Got up and ran it about 15 yards. All right, so a big play right there for the Bengals. And the Bengals are playing for the playoffs. I mean, Jake Browning is having such a good season. He really is. I mean, Jake Browning is, well, I guess not a season, but the last two starts he's had have been really good. Jacksonville, he threw 4 touchdown passes. And then moving into what he did last week, I really started believing, hey, maybe this Bengals team can get going. Maybe they can get going and make something happen and try to make a push here. But let me check my phone really quick and make sure the audio is going. The problem I've been having is I go to test the audio, and then I stop talking because I'm listening. But then there's a delay, and then it takes me forever to hear my audio. So I'm going to check it really quick. But you got to keep talking so that way I have something I can hear when I get there. No, that didn't sound good at all. See if I bring it a little closer. See if that sounds a lot better. See if this sounds better. Audio check 1, 2. All right. See if this sounds better. Audio check. Audio check 1, 2. Audio check 1, 2. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast. Audio check 1, 2. Audio check 1, 2. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast. Well, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. My name is Kyle, and this is an official audio check. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast. Kyle, and this is all right, that's where we're gonna go right now. All right, we're gonna roll with this. I think this sounds best. And all right, that's where we're gonna go right now. All right, we're gonna roll with this. I think this sounds best. I still don't love the way it sounds. Still don't love the way it sounds. All right. We're gonna roll with this right now. So the Bengals come up with a really clutch interception. Don't forget we got another game after this with the Steelers and Colts. Both teams are 7-6, and then tonight the Broncos, who are also 7-6, are playing. But in the AFC, you got 6 teams that are all 7-6, and these games are becoming really, really important. Okay, audio sounds great. Glad to have you guys here with us. Welcome. Make yourself at home. If you're a Bengals fan, let me know in the comments if you're going for the Vikings. I am like somewhat a Packers fan. I grew up in Wisconsin, so Don't love NFC North teams typically. Definitely going for the Bengals here. Plus, I really enjoyed the Jake Browning story. Um, and I think the Vikings are the more exciting team out of these two. The Bengals have a really good roster. It'd be a shame to see a team this loaded not make the playoffs because they lost their starting quarterback. So if Jake Browning can step in and make this team. I mean, the team is what it is as far as talent wise. But if Jake Browning can step in and we get to, as fans, get to see Jamar Chase get one-handed grabs, and I think they're the more fun playoff team option out of these two. Although it's AFC, NFC, if there was one team, I mean, they're both 7-6, so they're both on the fringe of getting in or are already in the Vikings case. But if you don't want to see the Vikings in the playoffs because you don't think they're a fun team, then maybe you're going for the Bengals for that reason. But the ball was on the ground just now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, they're saying he was down. Let's see. Yeah, he was down. He was down. Definitely down. I don't think the Vikings will challenge this unless it's the first half. Maybe they only got 7 seconds to do it because if they go under 2 minutes, all of a sudden, and they're not going to snap this ball, which is kind of dumb because now the Vikings have an entire commercial break to see if that was um, a fumble or not. And the more you slow something down and look at it, a lot of times, like if you're talking possession of a grab, um, you slow the camera down sometimes so slow that you reverse the call. Like I think last week or 2 weeks ago there was a catch in the end zone and they ended up saying it was incomplete, and it was because the football touched the turf. But the problem I had with it was that the wide receiver had possession of the ball. The football hitting the ground is not a penalty. If the ball moves the football, then it looks like he didn't have control or possession of the football. Um, so I thought that was a bad call, but they just slowed it down so much, and then you see micro movements, and then you're like, "Oh, yeah, it wasn't secure, incomplete." When everybody watching, passed the eyeball test, and nobody was like, "That wasn't a catch." Um, but that's one thing I don't like about the replay reviews is sometimes I feel like they overcorrect, right? And I kinda I kinda like that part of the game. I think if it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, smells like a duck, let's just leave the plays alone, especially the special plays where somebody makes an amazing grab. To take that away because of a micro movement of the football, to me, it's just kinda dumb. I always say a good umpire goes almost unnoticed in a football game. A great umpire, virtually unnoticed. Doesn't make a big impact one way or another, just there to orchestrate a football game and stop fights if necessary. But you definitely hate, and I'm against everything Mahomes said about as far as the refs needed to protect me. Like, no, dude, you need to learn the rules and not line up offside. But I do understand what he's talking about, the refs making a huge impact in the football game. I get all that, and I'm right there with him. I don't want the refs, having a huge impact in who wins and loses, no matter what game is on. All right, halftime show's coming up, and then we're gonna take a preview at the Steelers and Colts game that's coming up. Of course, my Denver Broncos are playing tonight at 7 o'clock. That is in 6 hours from now. Browning trying to throw a screen. Incomplete. Incomplete. All right, so the Bengals are 2 timeouts, 156. They're gonna try to go on a nice little drive here. Minnesota showing blitz. They blitz more. I, 2 weeks ago, they were the highest blitzing team in the NFL. Browning looking, trying to. Oh, he takes a monster sack. He got hit hard, and he comes up with a smile. But this is a problem. Brian Flores calling these defenses, mixing it up, man. This is a lot for Jake Browning, and the Vikings do a really good job of flying around pre-snap and disguising. So you really don't know what's going on, and you can see Jake Browning just trying to run away, running for his life, and 3 Vikings there to bring him down. Offensive line needs to do a little bit better, but Jake Browning needs to realize he needs to stay planted. If anything, maybe run up the pocket. But you're not going to outrun these guys, man. Bengals, man, come on. Need the Bengals to get going. Need Joe Mixon to get a touchdown today. I got Zach Moss in the next game. All right, so the Bengals game now over under is down to 32. They're just going to run a draw here, which is to be expected on 3rd and 24, and they'll get back to around the line of scrimmage, or where they started at. So it should be like maybe 4th and 12, 4th and 10. All right, so now the question is, how aggressive will the Vikings be? How aggressive do the Vikings want to come out and maybe make a statement, go to halftime up 14-3 on the road? And man, for right now, Bengal fans are just, hey, why can't we get our offense going? How are we gonna come up with an answer for the pass rush? Because you saw on that drive them try to throw the screen. Usually you run screens to try to slow down the pass rush, but even on the screens, the pass rush was getting there and disrupting, forcing Jake Browning to throw a bad ball. They're gonna need to play better in the second half if they're gonna win this game. All right, and the Bengals set to punt from the punter standing at the 15-yard line, and now we got snap, hold, kick, snap, hold, kick. That's for a field goal. And it'll be fair caught at the 33-yard line or the 34. So here comes Nick Mullins with Dalton Reisner, their let's see, not left tackle, guard. Dalton Reisner, their guard that we drafted, the Broncos. He was on a contract here. We didn't pay him, let him test free agency. He didn't get signed, but then the Vikings lost an offensive lineman, called up Dalton Reisner. He's been there for, I think, like 5 weeks now, and I'm a big Dalton Reisner fan. I got, uh I got his autograph and a couple of these things back here, but some of my stuff is in storage right now. This is only, like, believe it or not, probably a quarter of my Broncos memorabilia. I got Marvin Mims's signature. He's, leading the NFL in punt return yards. Um, Justin Simmons, and, the other one is Jared Stidham. So, all of them. All of the players that were nice enough to sign autographs. Justin Simmons Justin Simmons always signs all the autographs. I mean, he spends an extra hour after every game, every home game, signing every single autograph. And I know people say, "Oh, that's what they should do. They're getting paid millions," but regardless, it's easy to say that, but you're not the one that lives their life, you know? Like, if you have a bad game, like, you already have to talk to the press, right? You go into the locker room, you get bombarded by the press inside. They're asking you, questions. You don't wanna talk to them. Then you gotta go into the press conference, right? Where then now they're gonna bombard you on camera and ask you a bunch of questions. Maybe the coach says something really small, and by the time obviously you're still frustrated about the game, and now you're gonna go sign 100 autographs. 100. Yeah, hundreds. Take an entire hour to do that? I don't know, man. I think, I would love to believe I would be that person, but I think once in a while, I probably would take a couple days off, and Justin Simmons signs every autograph every time. We got Lil E in the chat. What's up, Lil E? Just enjoying this Sunday football. The Vikings' first 3 possessions, touchdown, punt, and an INT. This is their 4th possession. Let's see what they can do. Nick Mullins from the 33, quick throw, caught. Justin Jefferson makes an acrobatic one-handed insane catch, but it was only for a gain of 7. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. I think he got the catch, but they're saying his feet weren't down. I thought they were in real time. So right there, possession. 1, 2, 3. That's a catch. That's definitely a catch. I I can't believe Justin Jefferson's not making. They gotta correct this. Thank you. I was gonna say they have to have an earpiece in where they can fricking, from New York, be like a buzz, like, "Brr, brr," and like, okay, double beep means that we need to challenge it. I think he got 2 feet down before the elbow went down. And Lil E said, "Nothing much, brother. Was waiting for you to go live. Nice. Love it. Love it." Yeah, I thought this game would be a pretty good one. I'm trying to save a lot of my energy because it's a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You got this game, you got another game, then you got the Lions game, and then Sunday is another 12 hours of streaming. So there's gonna be 24, 30 hours of streaming in the next couple days. Just trying to pace a little bit, but man, I was like, you never know. You never know who you could have reached if you would have gone live. So here we are, and they're gonna say that this is a catch for sure. I don't think it's gonna take that long. They should be able to expedite this. No need to spend any more time on it, I don't think. Yeah, completed catch. All right. So, I'll take in the Bengals. Bengals are gonna get going here. Tyler Boyd. Wow. Addison down the field, all the way down. Holy crap. Jordan Addison now has 54 yards of receiving. Jeez. Mullins throw, Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson gets dragged down. He's got 32 receptions now. And boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Here we go. Sack lunch. Num 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 num. We got Edub in the chat. Nice at 5:30 p.m. tonight Eastern time. I'll be watching Kentucky University playing UNC Chapel Hill. That is going to be a good game from the University of North Carolina. Michael Jordan. And now at 6'3", 6'5" if you include the ears, from Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny. Thank you. Oh no, that's Daffy Duck. Thank you. Let's all laugh at the duck. Space Jam for those too young to know. Edub, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the Vikings game. It's so loud in Cincinnati that the kids are wearing ear protection. Here we go. Dalton Reisner looks back. Ball snap. Mullins looking under 30. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. And he throws an interception. He throws a pick. The Bengals catch it. He throws the ball trying to get rid of it. I don't believe the football ever touched the ground. In 92, laying on the ground, just grabs it. Interception. What a huge play from the Bengals. I need a replay still. Haven't seen a replay yet. But Mullins is trying to say, no, I threw it forward. It's like, yeah, no shit, you threw it forward, but it's an interception because it's a forward pass. That's an interception. I have never seen an interception like this. Mullins just trying to throw the ball into the ground and ends up throwing it right into the chest of the guy that was sacking him. Wow, what a play. And I'm a Kentucky fan, Kyle. I'm hoping they pull it off. Well, good luck to you. My buddy's a big Kentucky guy. His grandfather was the governor of Kentucky at some point. I remember spending the night at his house. He lived in Ponte Vedra, Florida. His name was Fritz Basler. And I didn't know who his family was, but he had a nice house and there was paintings everywhere. Turns out his dad was an artist, and he painted some of the paintings that were inside the White House. And some of the pictures that were in his house were pulled from people in government power. Like, there was an entire strip of $1 bills that weren't cut. It was an uncutted, you know, sheet of $1 bills. Cool shit like that. And then I found out who he was. But yeah, spoiled kid. Such a Vikings thing to do if the play stands, and it does. And then Edub says the single play beats the Thursday night debacle and Pat Mahomes meltdown combined. Agreed. That's freaking dope. It was yeah, super cool. So all right. 17 seconds. 17 seconds. One timeout. So the Vikings have the Vikings have none. Okay, just wanted to make sure. 2nd and 10, 17 seconds left. They're going to need a big play. I think Jamar Chase is going to be the target here. Browning plants his foot, takes a shot deep. T. Higgins, jump ball caught. T. Higgins catches the jump ball. Let's go. And I was saying Jamar Chase, and he's like, no. My big body receiver, my Megatron, my Julio Jones, my T. Higgins, baby. What a catch. Great throw by Browning. He knew he understood the assignment. This was a jump ball from the very get-go. What a great play by T. Higgins, and he just got me all the yards that I needed. I had T. Higgins to have some yards and yep, T. Higgins. Yep, I had him 20.5 receiving yards. Now he has 40 on that one play. Jamar Chase, I have getting 58. Right now he's got 24. Oh, what if this is what unlocks the Bengals? What if this is the play that unlocks the Bengals? I have a really good feeling about this. This is definitely this is definitely unlocking the Bengals right here. A big momentum play like that with the home crowd behind you to close out the second half. You can't underestimate the power of a play. Momentum is the scientifically we can't define it, but you know when it's happening, you can feel it. Kind of like energy, right? Some energy wavelengths can't be measured. We either don't have the technology or the bandwidth or understand what even about the energy should we be calculating. Momentum is just one of the it's almost like when you hear a really creepy story and like you feel like almost like it's why people get, superstitious about sports is because it does feel at times that there's something larger at work when you feel that momentum, when you feel that energy. Um, anyway, I digress. T. Higgins is so amazing, and Edub finally set up his Christmas tree. Edub said it's good since he never traded him because he is a massively unrated receiver. I don't think he's unrated, man. I think he's having a down year, but I think everybody agrees that T. Higgins would be a wide receiver one on any other team, but Jamar Chase is definitely the one of the best in the game. So I mean, he was drafted in my league at like 15 overall. So I wouldn't say underrated. He was let's see, 2022 best fantasy wide receivers. All right, ranking the 2022 best receivers in a PPR league. T. Higgins should be who the hell are these players? Jeremy Kelly. That can't be right. I don't know who any of these guys are. Jeremy Kelly, Tavon Austin. This is definitely a bad list. Fantasy football, ranking the 25 best receivers from the 2022 regular season. Okay, here we go. Number 1, Tyreek Hill. Number 2, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb. We're still in, like, top tier 1 receivers, right? Keenan Allen, Jamar Chase, top tier. Okay, then you got Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Devontae Smith, Mike Williams, Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins. Higgins took a minor step back in a most counting stats and PFF grade, yet he still remained an elite wide receiver and has a place among the top 20 wide receivers in the NFL. He did post the lowest drop rate of his career, while passes going his way resulted in a 121 passing rating, which was the fifth highest among wide receivers. Um, so yeah, you definitely got your dropping the ball problem. But this is the best receiving core in the NFL. And T. Higgins, like we said, he would be a number one without Chase, but Tyler Boyd would be a number two without T. Higgins. And that's why, going back to what we said in the very beginning, that's why this game, the Bengals, I think the world should be football fans should be cheering for the Bengals. If you're not a Vikings fan, you should be cheering for the Bengals because the Bengals have a loaded roster, a roster that could make the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow and win the Super Bowl. I predicted them to win the Super Bowl this year. And yeah, they weren't playing great with Joe Burrow in the beginning of the year, but I do believe that they would have been rolling at around right now. And Jake Browning steps in on Monday night versus Jacksonville, throws 4 touchdown passes, and all of a sudden, you're like, "Wait a minute. If we can get a guy that's above mediocre that can step in, we have the talent. We just need somebody that can get those guys the ball." And I think they got that with Jake Browning, and I think there's a real reason to believe that Jake Browning could have a really improbable playoff push, maybe even make it to an AFC Championship game. Now you gotta take care of the Vikings first, I get all that, but this might be one of the hardest defense he has to play. Like, he would still have to play, um, in the AFC, like, it's not the same. The NFC is rough, okay? You got the Eagles and Cowboys and 49ers. You got really difficult defenses. In the AFC, they're probably playing the hardest game Jake Browning will play. This defense blitzes a league high, I think 55% of snaps, and they disguise really well. So I do think in a way, if Jake Browning can win this game and move to 3-0 as the starter, I think you can make a real case that the Bengals are gonna be in the playoffs, and they're gonna maybe win out, which is really, really fun. And the Vikings 18 first half giveaways this season, most in the NFL. The Vikings doing a terrible job of protecting the football in the beginning of football games, but they find themselves up 4, and I still think that big play to T. Higgins, man, how did that not result in a field goal? Oh, man, and there was a big miss downfield to a wide open 15. Did they say T. Higgins didn't catch that one? Did they take that catch away? Oh, they took that away and said he didn't catch it. Damn, I didn't even notice that. We're over here talking about how good T. Higgins is. This mother this mother Alright, don't forget next, we got Colts and Steelers. Should be a good game. I think the Colts are gonna get the win, but Big Ben in the media, all week for his comments on how Mike Tomlin has lost the locker room, that the culture is different. It wasn't like this when I was there, yada, 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 okay? Well, you might have done pissed off Mike Tomlin, and all of a sudden, my Colts pick, as much as I'm still riding with the Colts, but I would not be surprised if Mike Tomlin is like, "What, I'm an underdog on the road." He's one of the most profitable underdog coaches. More profitable at home as an underdog, but definitely a profitable, underdog coach, Mike Vrabel as well. You saw that last week with the Titans winning in Miami. So I think oh, speak of the devil, here he is. Not the devil, but Mike Tomlin walking in with a looks like a coffee he got from the hotel lobby, looking like he's ready to beat up on these Colts. Can the Steelers make it to the playoffs this year? I hope not. I do not wanna see a spot. I would much rather watch the Broncos in the playoffs than fricking Mitchell Trubisky. Um, so I hope the Colts win, but regardless, I'm gonna be upset whoever, wins because they're gonna improve to 8 and 6, and yeah, they're gonna take I feel like the winner of this game has kind of gotten one of the playoff spots pretty much locked down. They're in great shape because then they only need to win probably 2 of the last 3. So if the Colts win today, they can afford to lose 1 in the remaining 3. Now, if the Steelers lose, now the Steelers have to win out, and they gotta cheer on Indianapolis to lose one. So I just like, this is a huge, huge playoff game. I can't drive that home enough. This game is very, very important for the playoff picture. And I think, man, what could Anthony Richardson have done with these Colts? And one thing's for sure, they got the coach right. Shane Steichen is doing a great job. This offense scores like 30 points a game. Defensively, yeah, they got their flaws. Um, but the Steelers are really banged up. They're missing a lot of key players, including TJ Watt. So I think it's going to be a little too much to overcome. But with Mike Tomlin and all that, I still think it's going to be a close game. But yeah, I think the Colts are going to win. The Steelers will drop to 7-7. Who wins, the '07 Lions, or aren't the '07 Lions the ones that went 0-16? Many other receivers tend to overshadow Higgins, so maybe in that regard, he does get credit where credit is due. This is probably the best receiver corps I've seen in my life. Seeing your comments right now, Edub, the freaking my mouse died. Steve Smith looking fresh, looking fly. What does his badge say? NFL. They're all wearing it. Maybe it says, what does that say? If you guys are watching the halftime show right now, all of the all the sports guys have a pin on. I'm trying to read it. Here's Mitch Trubisky on the field throwing footballs, making his second start of the season. 463 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 picks this season. So, I was gonna say he's making his second start, but he's obviously played more than one game because he didn't throw up 400 yards in his one and only start. And Edub says, "Hey Kyle, got my mouse. Okay. Good luck tonight." Or, "Hey Kyle, good luck to the Broncos tonight. I know that it's the Lions they're playing, but hopefully it'll be a great game." Appreciate that. Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. Sean Payton and Dan Campbell, they coached together for a long time. Even when Dan was a player, he played for Sean Payton. So great relationship there. The handshake at the end is going to be I guess, a underrated storyline. Um, haven't heard that much about it, but it is actually a huge game for them. Is for Sean Payton, it's like seeing his kids grow up and getting a head coaching job, and he's like, I approve of the way he runs his program, and kind of always want that approval from. And then Sean was like, "All right, no more flowers." Like we got it. We got a game to play. I'm not giving any more flowers, but he did give a lot of flowers before he said no more flowers. So should be a great game. Dre said Mullins is not Joe Burrow and Dobbs is not Lamar Jackson. They're backups for a reason. Well, Mullins doesn't need to be Joe Burrow. Mullins needs to be Kirk Cousins. And Jake Browning is not Joe Burrow, but Jake Browning's looking pretty good. Not in this game, but this defense, they're sneaky. They blitz more than any team in the NFL. Brian Flores is a great coach, former head coach of the Dolphins. So I think Jake Browning throwing 4 touchdown passes in his debut against the Jags and them winning last week, I think if he can win this game, I think the Bengals have a real shot to get into the postseason. Of course, not as high of a ceiling with, without having Joe Burrow, but who knows, man? Jake Browning could have, one of those story I mean, he's playing similar to the way Nick Foles played for the Eagles. But, of course, um, that's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. But I think if you're a Bengals fan, you lose your quarterback for the whole year. The fact that you're in the playoffs is kind of a win. Normally, that's it's an entire year of football that you're like boring. We weren't in it. Playoffs were over. Like when Tom Brady went down week one with that knee injury. It's like, oh, there goes our season. Not so fast. Sam Castle or Matt Castle comes in and leads them to a 10-6 record. They did miss the playoffs. I think that was the last 10-win team to miss the playoffs. That's just the way it worked out that year. But yeah, there's nothing better than thinking your season's completely ruined just to find out, you're still playing meaningful football in the late December. And Edubs says Lions are my second favorite to the Eagles, 2 NFC teams. Couple thumbs up. I did play a game yesterday, and I'm gonna post it today. And the game was, uh, I took all the teams that are in the hunt, and I put it in this bag, okay? And then I take a name out, Miami, and I put it in the playoffs. And Buffalo. I did I did that for all the playoffs, and then I did the games based on where they were seeded. So I took the seeds that they're currently at. So the Ravens, I pull out the bag. They're the number one seed because right now they're the one seed. Okay. The only ones I moved was like I didn't pull Jacksonville out, so I put the Texans at the number 4 seed for winning their division. But I'm going to release that tomorrow or maybe even Monday. But I think you guys will enjoy it. This kickoff is being returned, and he's not going to make it to the 20. There is a flag on the play as well. Kevin O'Connell does not look happy. Kevin O'Connell does not look happy. Y'all gonna make me blow my mind up in here. I got to bring it to you, Cowboys, so this better be quick. All right, Wilson. They don't all over some dumb shit. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, remind me of the strip club. Because every time I come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. I don't know who the you think you're talking to, but I'm not him. All right. So watch what you do, or you go find yourself buried in. We all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Well, maybe you're just thinking that. That's why you're laying on your back looking at the roof of your church. People telling you the truth and it hurts. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, 30, 40, 45. Chandler just ran 20 yards on first down. What a run. Woo! Woo! Oh man, I almost said Merc. When I was in middle school, that's what we said. Or we said that was Diesel. Oh, that's Diesel. That's like something's really cool. Oh, did you see that run? That was Diesel. But in this case, I would say, oh man, he just murked him. All right, they're gonna give it right back to him, and he says, "Why not?" This time he only picks up 2, maybe 3. All right, keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Put your hands up. Now move in, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, fake the handoff. Mullins is going to throw now. Caught. Justin Jefferson. Gain of over 10. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Woo! We got the Pat McAfee show in the chat. What's up, brother? Happy to have you in here, Pat. What? All right. So after that catch, I only need, I think, 7 more yards. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. 10 more yards. Ooh, they're gonna run it again. Hard running. And Dalton Reisner, one of the good running linemen in the league. He's always downfield, just 10 yards down the field making a play. All right, so after that catch, Justin Jefferson has 60 or 44 yards. I need him to get 67. So 23 more yards. Not hard. Not hard to do. Mullins under center. Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson need some yards from all of them. So sharing is caring. Nick Mullins. All right, Jefferson in motion. Fakes the handoff. Mullins is going to throw it again downfield. Looks like the same play. It's caught. I think that's Addison. Yes! Let's go. And now I only need 4 more yards from Addison. He's got 64 yards. 64 yards, of course. Of course, DMX voice. Rest in peace, DMX, by the way. Cat Williams, long friend. I'm just saying, you got to enjoy your motherfucking life. Life is too fucking short. 1st and 10. He wants to throw it, fakes it. Now he throws it into the ground, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get the screen pass into Justin Jefferson. And looks like Zach Taylor is saying he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Why wouldn't that be an live ball? And if so, then when it went out of bounds, it should be a loss of. I don't understand what he's asking for. He wants intentional grounding? Intentional grounding is what he wanted, it looks like. All right, 2nd and 10, he didn't get it. He's going to hand it off here, and the Bengals aren't full. They're planning to run this whole time. And now 3rd and 9 coming up. Viking fan, a pregnant Viking fan, standing up. That's crazy. His kid is in the stands. That's Nick Mullins' wife and kids. Good-looking family. Not the kids, the wife. 3rd and 9. Oh! Oh my God! No way! Touchdown! Vikings! Jordan Addison gets the yards, and pregnant Mullins says, "Let's go!" Now she's jumping. Careful, there's a baby in there. 13-3. Boom. 14-3. What an unbelievable grab. What an unbelievable grab. And FanDuel and the NFL waiting to confirm the touchdown, and it's confirmed. So Jordan Addison goes from a 64-yard game to a 100-yard game and a touchdown. What a great start for Jordan Addison. And now you need 20 yards from Justin Jefferson and 20 yards from TJ Hawkinson. The Vikings will be done. And then I need Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Tanner Hudson to get going in this game. The Bengals are gonna need to start throwing the ball, so I ignored all of the rushing. I didn't put Joe Mixon touchdown in here. I was like, no, they're gonna come out here and they're gonna throw the ball to their weapons. That's what I'm hoping for. Edub says, Go, 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 go. Been a lot of planes flying overhead my residence. It's a busy time of year for air travel. All right. All right. So where little E is, or where Edub is, a lot of airplanes flying over. Be careful. All right. See, make sure I'm not playing anybody this year in the playoffs that. Ooh, nope. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys fantasy football question, okay? Out of these players, which one would you start, okay? Chris Olave, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Ezekiel Elliott. Now, Elliott's projected the most, and he is getting a ton of work with Ramondre Stevenson out. He had 7 receptions, 72 yards and a touchdown just receiving last week. He had 27 points. Um, so, I mean, there's the opportunity to flex him, or go with Zay Flowers. Now, I'm thinking Zay Flowers because in his last 2 games, he's had 20 or more points. And I think it's really since you're seeing the targets go way up from 4 to 6 to 8 or 10 with Mark Andrews being out, and I could see Zay Flowers having a big game on Sunday Night Football against the Jags. So, and Swift hasn't been doing shit, man. His last 3 games, he has 3.9 points. 3.9 points. Are you kidding me? The week before that, 4. 4. 4 yards. He had 13 yards rushing, week 13. 39 rushing, week 14. The week before that, against Buffalo, he had 9. This guy is cracked. He has only cracked double digits once. One time in the last 6 weeks, DeAndre Swift has had 10 points or more. 1 point. And he balled out early in the season, but they they haven't been something's different, right? And I'm in the playoffs, like, I can't it's a huge risk to be like, "Oh, no, DeAndre Swift, he's gonna, have a big game." So, Zay Flowers, I feel like is trending in the right way. But in the same way, it's like DeAndre Swift is due for a big game. But is he gonna get it? Seattle gives up a ton of points to running back. So I just don't know. Do I go with Zeke? I feel like Zay Flowers is the move, and I can't get myself to do it. And it's because he's projected only 13.4 points, 13.7. But it's like, what do these guys know? They don't know what's gonna happen. I have Breece Hall. He's my RB2. I have just this is my starting lineup right now. Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Devontae Adams. He got me 24 points. Mike Evans, And at receivers, I'm deep, so I could go Mike Evans, Chris Olave, or Zay Flowers. I have Mike Evans in right now. Then at tight end, Sam Laporta. I wanted to put Dallas Goedert in because I don't want to have a Detroit Lion playing against the Broncos. And I think Denver does a good job of shutting down the tight end. I mean, he shut Kelsey down to like 9 points. So Denver's defense is playing really good football. I don't know if Goddard has a big Monday night. That might be the move, I think. So I'm torn on Laporta. Um, and then my flex. I'm torn on my flex and Laporta. And I'm a little torn on Mike Evans, but not as much. I kind of trust Mike Evans to have a big game. Jonathan Bullard headed into the blue tent. Hate to see it. First down. First down. Jake Browning's he's gonna need to come out here, man. He's gonna need to come out here and lead these men to the pick of destiny, where they will have to play a rock song and in an old-fashioned rock off with the devil himself. First and 10. Browning throwing quick. Charlie Jones, number 15. Third and 7. Pardon me. Second and 7. What an idiot. 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Vikings coming out scoring. The Vikings have not allowed a touchdown in the last 28 drives. Tell me this defense isn't playing good football right now. Browning, oh, he threw a pick. Threw a pick. Browning threw a terrible pick. Oh, man. The Vikings in a zone defense, and Evans just totally baited that throw. And the Vikings defense is playing really good football. I said it. This is the hardest defense Jake Browning's going to play against for the rest of the season. If he can find a way to win this game, if they can just stay in it, I know that it's not looking good. I know that the Vikings scored 14, but your defense can come out and bail you out. Maybe they only get a field goal. You're still only down 2 possessions. I think the Bengals need to find a way. The head coach, they need to rally together, and they need to say, "Hey, let's bend, but let's not break. Let's keep our poise here." And they're not in field goal range. Let's see if the defense can come up with a big stop. Vikings run it right away, and that'll be a gain of 3 or I think about 3. Nick Mullins. The Vikings celebrations have been insane. A bomb joke. Good one. Good one, Vikings. All right, second and 7. Great celebration. Hawkinson in motion, fakes the handoff, trying to get it to Hawkinson, and instead hits Justin Jefferson in quadruple coverage. And Jefferson says, "I'm better than you. Get off of me. Get off of me." One hand doesn't matter. Hit by the linebacker, being hugged by Apple, punched in the face. That is mine. First down. I'm better than you. Jefferson lined up at the bottom of the screen. Now Mullins looking like he might go back. Now he throws a screen, little halfback slip screen, good for about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. Nope, 2nd and 5. Belay my last. 2nd and 5. And the pasture not, sitting down watching. And Nick Mullins was all in on the pasture not, but you got to give him credit to how quick he was able to divert and say, "Hey, this isn't working. We're going to try something new." It shows the awareness that your record has you as a playoff team. Wow, he got both feet down. Justin Jefferson, he's got his yards for me already. Let's go, baby. Oh, I need 2.5 more yards of Justin Jefferson. And this is awesome. Come on, Bengals. Come on, D. All right, Mullins hands it off here, 1st and 10. And wow, 9-yard run. 8 yards, just running the football. And the Bengals, man, they need a defensive stand here. They need this to only result in a field goal. That would be a huge win right now. That would be so important. Who dat? Who dat? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. False start. False
Over this
start.
line. Just step over that line.
Over any line. Huh?
Oh, you stepped over the line.
Step over a line.
You stepped over the line.
Can't do that. Second and 6 coming up. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Can they make a stand? Play action. Throw. Good catch. Short. 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down. Third and 4. Quick throw. Incomplete. And the Vikings will have to kick a field goal. Good job by the Bengals defense right there. That was clutch. .39-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick. Good. Wow. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world for the Bengals. Now, when the Bengals come out and respond offensively, a touchdown would be huge. Not just for the scoreboard to go 10-7, 10-17, but the momentum that would come with that. And Lily says, "I say go with Swift. Your other 2 options are going up against the Chiefs and the Jags." The Jags. Well, I mean, the Jags gave up, like, 4 touchdowns to Jake Browning, his rookie or his first game ever. So Jacksonville, offensively, they're ranked 19th. Chris Olave is going against the 30th ranked passing defense. Jacksonville's the 25th ranked passing defense. So there's only 32 teams. So Zay Flowers going against a 25th ranked passing defense is not bad. DeAndre Swift is going to 28th ranked rushing defense. David Montgomery, Denver still ranked 32nd. Oh man, he can have a game, but I can't I can't do that. That would be too conflicting. Mm. And then Aaron Jones, who I got off waivers because somebody thought he was going to be hurt for the year. He's listed as questionable, and AJ Dillon's dealing with a broken thumb. So it seems like we won't know if Aaron Jones or AJ Dillon are playing until around 90 minutes before kickoff. So that's something that I'm looking at too, because if Aaron Jones is playing and you know his partner's not AJ Dillon, then he's going to get a lot more touches. So I'm still conflicted. If you're not going with Swift, I'd go with Zay. Yeah. Oh man, I just don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go with Zay. With Zeke, man, he had 27 points the way they utilized him last week, and they won. They're going to probably try to go back to what worked. All right, so the Bengals are going to run it on 1st and 10, and it looks like there was nowhere to go, but they pick up around 5 yards. So a solid first down. And all the rookie dinners are coming up. Tradition that takes place in the NFL. I know the Broncos are about to have their rookie dinner. Wow, Mixon. Wow, Mixon with the awareness to throw that ball, or the awareness to be able to catch that ball and make a man miss. Wow. He's like, "Oh, I'll get this. I'll clean it up." Oh, the Jones is optimistic to play. That's another good option, but just in case, go with Zay. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. 3rd and 1, Browning looking, firing, caught. Hudson. Woo! I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. Get this party started on a Saturday night. I'm Yes! Hudson with another big catch. Woo! And Hudson has over the yards. So I need Jefferson to get one more catch. Jordan Addison's done. Tanner Hudson's done. Need Jamar Chase to get about 30 more yards. 9 more receiving yards for Joe Mixon, 20 yards for T. Higgins. Let's go, baby. Come on. Here we go. Browning over the middle. Good. And now Jake Browning's starting to feel it. I mean, man, it's a shame that that catch didn't stand to Jamar Chase. All right, 117, 116, 115. T. Higgins, where's he at? There he is, lined up in the slot on the bottom of the screen. And, ooh, Travion Williams took a huge shot. What about Kate Hudson? How about Kate Hudson? To go with her on my fantasy lineup? I don't think that that's an option. 45, 44, 43, 42. Come on. Can we get a touchdown before the fourth quarter ends? Make it a one possession game. Bengals in field goal range right now. About to go under 30 seconds left. Browning looking over the middle. Jamar Chase. He's got the 1 yard I needed. Woo! Oh, wait, no. I needed a lot more. Whoa, now I only need 18 yards from him. Let's go, baby. Jamar Chase. I was thinking of Justin Jefferson. But, man, everybody's starting to get going here. Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. I need Jake Browning to throw one touchdown pass. I need Joe Mixon to run for 9 yards. I need T. Higgins to have a 20-yard reception. Or 2 10 yards. Or 5 4-yard receptions. Jamar Chase, I need 18 more yards. DJ Hawkinson, I only need 23. I like my odds here. I gotta say, I like my odds. And I got all my odds from FanDuel. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-THE-GAMBLER. Licensed, not registered in Kentucky, West Virginia, or Washington. If you or somebody you know has an issue. Sorry, commercial. All right. So, yes. I'm going to make the move. I'm going to put Zay Flowers in. Oh, but what if Jacksonville has a good game? What if Jacksonville has a good game? What if this is the Seattle's defense is allowing 25 fantasy points per game to running backfields. Oh, man. I think I have to go with Swift on Monday night. I also want to have one player on Monday night. So if I'm down like 40 points, there's that one player that's like, oh, maybe he can go off just to have a little bit of hope. I always like to have one player I hate when they're all playing on Saturday and then the noon games. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna know I lost by freaking 2 p.m. Can we extend this out a little bit? Here we go. We throw in the DeAndre Swift as my flex. We got Nico in the chat. What's up? I am Christina. Oh yeah, from the Las Vegas account, or the Raiders Chargers game on your other account. Welcome. Glad to have you in here for the Bengals right now, trying to get in the touchdown. Browning is 7 for 9 on quick passes. They're getting the ball out of his hands quick. That's helping with this blitz. Taking a shot to the end zone. T. Higgins touchdown. Let's go. Woo! I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. Get this party started on a Saturday night. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Woo! T. Higgins. And that's a Jake Browning touchdown and a T. Higgins 20-yard play. Yes! Oh, no, it's only a 13-yard reception, so we still need 7 yards from Higgins, 18 yards from Jamar Chase. And because they're still down 7, I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it. Woo! Yes, sir. Pink. Oh, yeah. Get this party started. Rick is no longer with us. No, Rick is, I don't know what Rick's doing, but, we don't stream every single game together. We will be streaming tonight together. We do the big games but, I have a little more free time right now, so I kinda take on these type of games, especially when we have to stream, 12 hours on Sundays. This is another 25 hours of streaming in 2 days it's a lot. And he's married, and I want him to stay married. But man, what a freaking comeback. I mean, you got the Bengals. I was saying all they needed to do was defensively hold the Vikings to a field goal, and they did. And then they needed to score, and they did. A 7-point game. It feels like the Vikings have dominated this football game, but here you are, 4 seconds into the fourth quarter, and it's a one-possession game. Forget about everything, clean slate. Let's get ready for some football. This is important playoff football here. 1 quarter for the rest of our life. 1 quarter for the rest of our life. Here comes Nick Mullins, and these Bengal fans are going to be getting loud. Now, what I need from the Bengals, TJ Hawkinson to have 20 more yards. I need 1 more yard from Justin Jefferson, and then they can all get the hell off the field because I need the Bengals to do some cool shit too. So, Hawkinson lined up at the tight end position, looking like a running formation. We'll see if they play action here. And they do run the football. And that's going to be a gain of 1, 2. But still, yay. Happy to have you in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Nick Mullins is 7 for 9 since his second interception. 87 yards and a touchdown. I feel the haters might say, "Oh, he's not Kirk Cousins," whatever. I think Nick Mullins is playing a solid game right now. Nick Mullins receivers aligned wide, 10 for 11. He's 10 for 11 with wide receivers lined up wide. Right now, play action, taking a shot deep downfield for incomplete. It was intended for Justin Jefferson. It was not a catchable ball by any means at all. Can you give my channel a shout out? It needs viewers, I meant. I don't know what your channel is, but sure, if you want to put in the comments what your channel is, you can definitely do that, and I can click it for you. As long as it's an appropriate channel. That's probably what I should do as a standard thing is check out channels myself before promoting them, just so I don't get banned in case somebody, not you, but somebody else says something similar, and I send a bunch of people to an illegal freaking watch movies online for free YouTube page or some bull crap. All right, so this is the channel is your name. Okay. Let me just see real quick. Gotta make sure. All right. 3rd and 13. Mullins looking. Hawkinson caught. Short though. Short. Ooh, it was a good pass, good read, but it was short. All right. So I needed 3 more. 43 yards from Hawkinson now. So 7. I need 15 more yards from him. And the Bengals returning the punt all the way almost to the 40-yard line. So great starting field position right now for the Bengals, and a touchdown ties the game up. Don't go anywhere. I think this game's going to come down to the wire. Jake Browning looking determined to screw up the playoff picture. Now, what does this game actually mean for Bengals fans? Because the playoffs are definitely on the table, in the picture, however you want to say it. And that wasn't the case when Joe Burrow went down. At least we didn't think that this was going to be the case. Um, a lot of people thought, well, there goes the Bengals season. They could barely get anything going when they had Joe Burrow. But then Jake Browning comes in on a Monday night versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he shocks the world. I mean, and I don't say that, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, he threw 4 touchdown passes. He had an incredible game. And then we said, okay, he had a good game. And then we were wondering if he could do it again. And he did do it again. And I said also earlier that the Vikings this is the hardest defense Jake Browning's going to play for the rest of the season. So if he can get past this game, if he can overcome this defense, which that last drive is exactly what I'm talking about. He hung in there. He threw that touchdown pass to T. Higgins. He's making plays. If he can find a way to overcome the deficit, it was 17-3. If he can overcome that deficit and find a way to win this game, I think the Bengals are pretty much a lock to get into the playoffs. And it's just one man's opinion, but looking at the Bengals right now sitting at the number 10 seed, 7-6, um, if Tennessee beats the Texans and Houston Stroud, doubtful in concussion protocol. The Broncos playing Detroit, that's a tough game. That's not a guaranteed win by any means. And then the Colts and Steelers are playing each other. So you have at least the Steelers or the Colts going to 7-7. Broncos and Texans could, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen, go to 7-7. And then the Bengals at 8-6 would jump up to the number 7 seed. The Bengals could be in the playoffs by the time week 15 comes to a close. And they are in this position because of Jake Browning. So no, I don't think that um, I don't know what his ceiling is. I'm not being the AFC just doesn't have defense like the NFC. I mean, there's good defenses in the AFC, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the Cowboys and 49ers and Eagles, there's a lot better defenses in the NFC, and the Vikings are one of them. So, if the Bengals made it to the playoffs, which teams do you trust? The Colts, the Steelers, the Browns, the Jags, Kansas City? I mean, it's not a normal year. Like, we can't really trust any of these teams. The Ravens are the most trusting team, but who's to say Jake Browning couldn't take this Bengals team to an AFC Championship game against the Ravens? And Liam in the chat, what's up, LP? Happy to have you in. 12:55 and counting, and the Bengals are trying to drive down and score right now to tie this ball game up. T. Higgins, a little bit of motion. They're gonna run it with Mixon, and Mixon switching ball, switching hands, running, reversing field, gets the first down, gets out of bounds, and let's go, man. This place is starting to come to life right here. Joe Mixon's got 10 receiving yards. I need him to have 2 more receiving yards. And I need Jamar Chase to get 18 more yards and T. Higgins to get 7 more. Let's go. Come on. And this is for $1,000, guys. This is for 1,000 big ones. 1,000 big ones. Jake Browning looking, throwing over the field. T. Higgins, let's go. Let's go. Woo! It's always tea time, baby. Brian Callahan, the offensive coordinator for the Bengals, knew exactly what he was doing on this play. Get T. Higgins in the middle of the field, floating around between the backers and the safeties. Get him the ball up high. That was you definitely have seen, I think, since the 40-yard reception to close out the first half to T. Higgins, that was ended up being ruled not a catch. Oh my God. He almost threw a pick. Almost threw a pick. Oh, don't do it. We got Liam in chat. What's up, Liam? Let's go, T. And hi, Liam Wolf. Oh! All right. Oh, man. This is crazy. This game is getting good. This game's getting good. I think I'm going to win. Let's go. God, 1 more yard. Screen it to Joe Mixon. Screen it to Joe Mixon. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. Higgins trying to roll out. Taking a shot downfield. Thrown out of bounds. Ow. 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 Intentional grounding. Damn, you should have thrown it to Joe Mixon. He was open. Damn it. All right. Big 3rd down coming up right here. Brian Flores holding his play sheet over his head on the plays. All right, here we go. 3rd and 21. 3rd and 21. All right. Browning looking. Vikings sending 4. Stepping up. Throwing a beautiful ball to Jamar Chase. Let's go. First down, Bengals. Woo! I feel good. I knew that I would. So nice. So nice. I got a hit. Oh no, Jamar Chase comes off holding his chest. Uh-oh. Well, he did get me the yards I needed, so if he doesn't come back, not to be cruel. Joe Mixon, Hudson. Yes! Holy crap, guys. This is looking really good right now. I need Joe Mixon to get fucking 2 more yards receiving. I need Justin Jefferson to get 2 more yards receiving. I need TJ Hawkinson to get 14 more yards and the Bengals to not lose by more than 4. And I win $1,088. Boom! All right. Come on. Come on, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon. All right. Joe Mixon runs it here. All right. Throw it to Mixon. All right. Joe Mixon staying on the field. They're on the 3-yard line. And they'll run it with Mixon, and Mixon takes it inside of the 1, so he's not going to get the receiving yards here. That's okay. They're going to get the ball one more time. Honestly, I need TJ Hawkinson to get his 15 yards. I think I have anytime touchdown as well. $40 points. Ooh, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good one, man. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got the QB sneak. Jeez. All right. So what's the move? Joe Mixon's in the game. I think you got to give Joe Mixon the ball here. I think you got to get Joe Mixon the ball. Touchdown, Joe Mixon. Booyah! Let's go. Let's go. And an extra point away from tying this ball game up. There is a lot of football left to be played. Man, he took a big hit and thought he was not going to make it, but then a second effort from Mixon catapults his body forward, lunges, extends the arm. Whew, that was an angry run. And here's McPherson for the extra point to tie up the ball game. And it is money tie ball game. Forget this 17-3. How does this look? 17-7. And the Bengals have made their way back into this game. Very impressive. Very impressive. All right. TJ Hawkinson and frickin' not Justin Jefferson, right? Yeah, Justin Jefferson. I need 2 more yards from him. I need 2 yards from Justin Jefferson and 15 yards from TJ Hawkinson and 2 yards from Joe Mixon. That's all I need. Everything else has gone through in my 10-leg parlay. Let's go. 17-7. All right, I got a D for the P, but I'll leave you guys, as always, with a little bit of music. Today, I'm going to put you off into space. No, I'm going to make you daydream. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Only Football Podcast. My name is still Kyle, and you guys are still you. But the Bengals, who dey? Ooh, that was good. That was good. You got to give that one to me. That was good. All right. All right. Hawkinson. Yes, Justin Jefferson. Jefferson gets the yards right away. Let's go. Woo! Oh, my God. I just need TJ Hawkinson, and I need 2-yard reception. Oh, man. Woo! Good stop. Good run stop. Good run stop. Pratt was there. Under 7 minutes. Ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Okay. Good run defense right there. Bengals just outnumbered the amount of Vikings that they had. 2nd and 10. All he's able to do is get back to the line. Ty Chandler's the running back in right now for the Vikings. He's got 19 rushing attempts in this game so far. 2nd and 10, 6:30. Ooh. Picks! Oh no, Mullins thought it was a free play. Mullins thought it was a free play. The Bengals score, but there's a flag. It's going to be offsides. It's going to be offsides. It's offsides. He jumped. He jumped. He jumped. Yep. Yep. Even the announcer didn't see that. He was like, Dalton Reisner goes and tells his quarterback, it's okay, we're getting the ball back. No, announcer, how did you not see that fucking false start? Or the jump right here. Wait a minute. What if this is just perfect timing? Let's get another angle at that. Oh. Man, that was a huge play. The Bengals just got wiped away. Touchdown off the board. 2nd and 5. What a swing of events. See if TJ Hawkinson can. They're going to run it here and pick up a first down on the legs of Ty Chandler. And now we go under 6 minutes. Oh, man. What's up with freaking players not knowing where the line of scrimmage is this week? Kadarius Toney. All right. Fakes the handoff, rolling, and finds Jordan Addison for a gain of 9, and Turner comes up and hits him short of the first down. 2nd down, and it looks like the Vikings are really just trying to go on a really long drive here and eat as much time as they can. All right. And they motion TJ Hawkinson, and they'll hand it off to Chandler again, and Chandler picks up the first down, but gets tackled at the 31. So here we go. The Vikings are taking a lot of clock out because they haven't been able to come up with any stops. I mean, They're trying to play the pass, but the Vikings are showing that they're committed to running the football in this final 5 minutes, and they're kind of in their 5-minute offense, maybe looking to just kill as much clock as possible and kick a field goal. But they're definitely trying to get a touchdown, and now another draw to Chandler, and Chandler's gone. Chandler's gone all the way down to the 1-yard line. Wow. And you gotta think, now for the Bengals, you call your timeout and just let them score, you know? You're gonna burn a lot of time, like, you might have wanted him to score here. Oh, man. You never want to let him score, but you get it. I mean, only 4 minutes left. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left. The Vikings scored a touchdown. Jordan Addison with the big play. So now the Vikings are back on top with plenty of time left. Bengals have all 3 timeouts. They've scored touchdowns on 2 of their last drives. I think you got to feel good about the Bengals' chances of coming out and responding here. Man, but you go from throwing an interception to being a hero in a matter of 4 minutes. Look at this. Just throws it up. Oh, man, 99 could have even picked that. That was a scary, scary throw, but it pays off for Mullins. We got Hat on Fire in the chat. The team that almost super tied with the Raiders last week is kicking some dairies. What is this timeline? Well, this is the NFL, man. This is the NFL. This is the chaos that comes with the NFL. It's not predictable. Every single team is good. All of these players are world best in the world, and anybody's capable of beating anybody on any given Sunday. All right. All right. This game just got way more intense, and Nick Mullins' wife in the crowd, super pumped up. Of course, she's not surrounded by people pumped up with her. This home crowd is hoping that Jake Browning can make it 3 touchdown drives straight because they'll need it to respond here to try to push this game to overtime. 17-17 or 17-24 is the score right now. Minnesota on top, and I will update the ticker. All right. Man, Jordan Addison's having himself a game. Multiple touchdowns, over 100 yards. I think he had over 100 yards early in the second half. And still out here making plays. Nick Mullins able to have himself a good game. I mean, Jordan Addison's got 6 catches, 111 yards. And now here's Jake Browning, free blitzer, and throws it over the middle. And that's a good start. That's a good start. Woo! All right. Jake Browning, can he do it? Can he lead this team? 3 minutes and 23 seconds, taking a lot of time here. They still have all 3 timeouts, so Browning looking, keeping his eyes downfield, rolling, now throwing. Mixon picks up the couple yards. Let's go! But we still need Hockenson. Okay, everything has happened, but if the Bengals don't score, I need the Bengals to score, and I need Hockenson to get 15 more yards receiving. That's all I need, baby. Joe Mixon did it right there. Right there. Man, they are taking a lot of time. Here we go. Looks like they're sending a blitz, and Tyler Boyd picks it up and gets out of bounds. Little jawing, little back and forth, little chatter after the play from Tyler Boyd. Jamar Chase still dealing with a chest injury and on the sideline right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a chest injury. I mean, he was holding his rib, it looks like, but still not on the field and no medical report. And now they're going to run it, and that'll pick up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why are they just sitting? Let's go. Move, move, move. Come on. You got to snap this for the 2-minute warning. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. All right. Goes to the 2-minute warning. We're not going to get set. All right. All right. This game is scaring me. This game pissing me off. Oh man, come on Bengals. Come on Bengals. I can see the final score of this game being 30-27. Now hear me out. Let's say Bengals score, okay, goes to overtime, and the Vikings move down the field, but the defense stands tall. Right? Bengals come up with a big stop, and they make, let's say, a 40-yard field goal. Okay, and then the Bengals get a chance. They get stopped short. They make McPherson makes like I'm gonna say a 50-yarder. Okay, then it goes to sudden death, and the Vikings get it in field goal range, kick the game-winning field goal, 30-27. The Vikings come away with a crazy upset, but it all depends, man. It all depends if the Bengals can score. A, how much time is left? Maybe the Vikings could do something in regulation. Or B, who wins the coin toss? Who's going to receive the ball first if it goes to overtime? All scenarios void if the Bengals don't score any. So, with 2 minutes left and 3 timeouts, I think the Bengals are moving the football really well right now. What's going on with Jamar Chase? I'm not sure, but that is a huge, huge loss, not having him on the field right now. And I'm sure there are plenty of people bent out of shape about it. Can the Broncos face the Lions in prime time? Well, yeah, they will. It's a dog. All right, Nick Mullins on the Microsoft Surface, looking at everything he did right on that last drive to get his team in shape right now. And Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase going into the locker room. If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to do it with one of the best receivers in the league. T. Higgins, time to step up. Good thing this receiving core is deep as AF. All right, here we go. Browning throwing, caught. And there he is. T. Higgins. Right when you need him to stand up and make a play, T. Higgins is right there. T. Higgins makes a monster play right here. And man, that is a good. All right, Browning, quick throw here, and they're gonna pick up some yards. They're still trying to go kind of fast. Under 120 now. Under 120. Almost in the red zone. Bengal fans all believing. But they should have called a timeout after that one. I think you burn your first timeout right there. Instead, you spend 30 seconds just getting lined up here. And the ball will be snapped at 1 minute and 1 second. Taking a shot up. And it's going to go out of bounds. I mean, throw that up to T. Higgins. Let him make a play on the ball. T. Higgins is that. I mean, you had single coverage. T. Higgins is one of those guys too. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you throw a jump ball to him in single coverage, it's either he gets it or no one gets it. He's not getting boxed out or anything like that. The Vikings have a 75% win probability right now. 3rd and 3. Looks like the Vikings are going to bring some pressure here. And Browning looking, quick throw, staying on his feet, first down, and he got out of bounds. That is a perfect play right there. Wow. What a play. This guy, I was worried that he wasn't going to pick up the first down. Not only did he pick up the first, but he was able to get out of bounds too. Saves those timeouts, and now you're in pretty good spot here. Inside, right outside the 20, 50 seconds, and 3 timeouts. Zach Taylor doing a good job. Vikings look like they're sending pressure, and it'll be tipped. Oh, my God. And Harrison Smith gets his hand up, and luckily that wasn't picked. Man. And Browning gets a second life right when he throws this ball. Ooh. Trying to throw the ball really quick to slow down this pass rush, but even that 1 second it took to get rid of the ball was not enough time. This offensive line's got to do a little bit better right now. 2nd and 10. T. Higgins caught it! No fucking way! What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? No way! What? Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Look at him, seeing that he's still in bounds, and wow! I can't believe, frick, dude! I can't believe I should have started T. Higgins today. Oh my God! Confirmed a touchdown. So we're still going to have 39 seconds on the field here. All right, so everything has happened. I needed Joe Mixon to get 11.5 receiving yards, and he got 14. Now I just need TJ Hawkinson to pick up 7 plus 9. I need him to pick up 16 yards. 16 yards, baby. And if the Vikings kick a game-winning field goal, I still win because I took the Bengals +4 at halftime. I said, no way, the Bengals are coming back into this game. They're not losing by 4. They might lose by 3, and that's still what I'm hoping for. So I'm looking for TJ Hawkinson to get a 20-yard reception downfield. They're going to be looking for a big play to get in field goal range, and I'm hoping that they get it from Hawkinson, and they, if they get it, maybe the Bengals could even win. I mean, oh my God, dude, this is crazy. This game is awesome. Man, what a freaking football game. NFL, well, we never talk about the great football games. We always complain about primetime football sucking. This is a very, very fun football game. I don't care if it's Nick Mullins and Jake Browning. If it was Joe Burrow and Kirk Cousins, it would be just as exciting. And McPherson's going to kick this one off, and they're going to let it bounce into the end zone, save some valuable time. They have 39 seconds. Now, that's a lot of time. And this Bengals defense is going to come out, and they're going to try to shut him down right here. House Pals! Here we go. 1st and 10, 39 seconds left. 3 timeouts for both teams. And here we go. Nick Mullins looking, trying to find sacked. Timeout. Why did it take 4 seconds for someone to call timeout? Should have been called at 32 seconds. It goes all the way to 28. Oh, man. Hudson. Oh, now the Bengals call timeout. Saying, you want to get conservative? They're forcing the Vikings to get aggressive. I don't know about that. I mean, look, they got Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson. I don't know where. I think I would like my chances of just letting the Vikings run the play clock out and be like, yeah, let's go to overtime. But they are feeling the momentum. They're saying, no, we can get a strip sack, some kind of turnover here. Mullins looking, throwing to his running back, and now another timeout. And they kind of need at least a first down here. If they throw an incomplete pass and punt it, the Bengals could win in regulation. Because they could hold that timeout and have 1 timeout remaining right now. So if the Vikings throw an incomplete pass here, they can fair catch it with 17 seconds, and they still have that timeout, so you don't have to get it out of bounds. Puts you in a good situation where you can target the middle of the field and then just burn that timeout, send your kicker out. McPherson for the win. Let's go. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. Wow. And now the Bengals will call their last timeout with 19 seconds left. And Zach Taylor, man, out here being aggressive. Holy crap. So TJ Hawkinson, man, he had him. Oh, man. Jamar Chase questionable to return to the game as of right now. All right, here we go. Snap, punt, clean, and clock. Oh, my God. This is going to be a fair catch interference. No way. This happened last year against the Chargers. They're saying he ran into his own guy. You can't just throw a flag because there's a man down. And here's the replay. Calling a fair catch. And, yeah, he threw him into his guy. This is exactly what happened on Thursday night, week 5 last year, Broncos-Chargers. and he was blocked into, and they didn't call it. They didn't call it for us. What the fuck, dude? The refs are so inconsistent. Was it week 14? No, not that one. 2022, week 6. And this is how the game. Here we go. Pushed, pushed a Charger, pushed a Bronco into our own punt returner. And they give the Chargers the football. And then the Chargers come out on the field and kick the game-winning field goal. That's bullshit. Totally horseshit. All right. We are going to overtime. 10 minutes on the clock, 24-24. Everybody gets 3 timeouts. Oh, no. Jamar Chase is in a sling, wearing a sling and a hoodie on the sideline. All right, here comes Jake Browning. And both teams will have it. Oh my God, the ref. He said tails, and he goes, "You still want tails?" So the Bengals win the coin toss, and they're going to receive. Woo! This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. And now the Vikings defense just hoping that they can get an opportunity. But Bengals have been pretty much unstoppable up to this point. I thought the best chance the Vikings, well, yeah, the best chance is always to win the coin toss, but Bengals win the coin toss. Do you guys believe Matt Ryan is the most underrated quarterback in history? Let me know in the comments. I don't think he's underrated. By any means. Holy crap, man. What a game this has become. This game is the NFL. The NFL is insane this year. And I'm enjoying the whole entire ride. I'm enjoying everything. Like there's not a part about this game that I'm not fully just enjoying. This is this is exactly what I thought the game would be. You got 2 7-6 teams, both trying to get into the playoffs. Both don't have their quarterbacks. Both being led by backups. And man, this game is Very, very equal. Playoffs on the line. All right, and I did manage to put the dog toy back together. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Vikings currently in the 60s, 7-6. This game really important. All right, here we go. Bengals are going to start with the football. Touchdown wins game. And they're going to throw it on first down. Browning is looking like he wants to run, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. All right. Jamar Chase still holding that shoulder. I think just reading lips, I think maybe he thought he broke his shoulder. All right, here we go. Browning pumping, taking a sack. Wow, takes a sack. And unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, that's such a big sack. That's such a big sack. I mean, you come out here on the opening drive, you win the coin toss, you're at home, you scored on your last 3 possessions, you got all the momentum, and then a first play pass doesn't go well, and then second down, you get sacked. Now you're in 3rd and 18. Damn. Right. Browning looking, pressure coming. It looks like he's gonna get sacked again. He shakes it off, keeping the play alive downfield. And it's going to be incomplete, no flag. They are saying they want a flag on T. Higgins. The ref says there is none. I thought it looked clean. I thought it looked clean, but we'll take another look at it. Let's see. He's got a hand on him right here. And he's playing the ball. I think that's clean. That's that is not a bad one. That is literally that is the perfect no call. If there could be a play to show officials what a no call looks like, it is that play. Way to let them fight in battle. And this is a big punt going all the way back to the 30. And then now it'll be returned up to the 36 or 37-yard line. All right. Oh, man. In a perfect world, TJ Hawkinson gets these yards and then a pick six Bengals win. I would fucking lose my mind because there's another bet that's already gone through, but the Bengals have to win, and that one pays out 700. So I would make $1,800 if those two things happen. All right, here we go. And Mullins faking the handoff, looking over the middle. Hawkinson! Yes! Oh my God, he needs 4 more yards. 4 more yards. 4 more yards from Hawkinson. And then they can't lose by more than a field goal. 4 more yards for Hawkinson, no more than a field goal. All right, going nowhere. Good stop. Good stop. All right, second down. Second down coming up. Good stop right there defensively. Vikings huddle up. 2nd and 9. So he was able to get 1 yard. Okay, come on. Got to hit Hawkinson here. Got to find Hawkinson. He's your big receiver. Throw a quick one to him. Let him get 5 yards. Yes! Hawkinson! Let's go! Oh, okay. Shit. Fucking shit up over here. All right, all right. 3rd and 1. Now I just need the defense to make a stop. Come on. Wait a minute. There's a timeout. Cincinnati called a timeout. I think Mullins would have had it. Great job by the Bengals. And Hawkinson's got me the yards. If the Bengals don't lose by more than if the Bengals don't lose by more than 4, I win. But I said what I wanted to happen was the Bengals come up with a big stop. Right now, they're not in field goal territory. The Bengals need a couple, or sorry, the Vikings need a couple more yards to have a makeable field goal. It's 3rd and inches. I want the Bengals to come up with a huge stop, and maybe they attempt a field goal. I don't think they would make it from here. I think they would punt it from here, to be honest. And then the Bengals with a field goal win the game. So here we go. 3rd and inches. They're going to run the same QB sneak. And this time, it looks like I don't think he's going to get it. It looked like Pratt stopped him. It looked like Pratt 57. It looked like 57 came in. Let's see where the refs spot it. If it's where 129 standing. And there we go. I don't think they got it. And I think they would go for it maybe. Oh man, it's just so hard to stop that run, man. The tush push, you see, you get 2 hands on the ass right there. You really drive in that ass, push it, and it's just so hard to pull to pull back. Here we go. This is the measurement. Here we go. Short, short, short. Woo! Short. They're going for it. They're going for it. Can the Bengals get penetration at the snap? Can they get in the backfield immediately? The Vikings are 5-on-5 on 4th down and 1 this season. They have not had an unsuccessful conversion here. So here we go. Bengals all on their feet. So much on the line for not just the Bengals, Jake Browning's future, the Vikings, Nick Mullins, his pregnant wife in the stands. This game is coming down to a couple of plays here. We're at 6:19 left in overtime. The next score wins. The Bengals got the ball and ended up having to punt it. Here are the Vikings, about 5 yards short of field goal range on 4th and inches. Oh my God, he didn't get it. He did not get it. No, he didn't. Bengals, get the ball. Let's go. Woo! Bengals get the ball. He's short. I don't care what they say. There's no way he got that. Addison and Jefferson already walking off the field. There's no way he got that. Bengals. Wait, no, those are Bengals saying Bengals. I think they're going to remeasure. No official call has been made, but he definitely lost yards. His knee's down right there. There's no way. There's no way he got a first down on that play. That was worse than the last one. He didn't even get a positive gain on this. They respotted the ball right where it was. It looked like short Bengals ball. Let's go. Bengals ball. With 6 minutes and 12 seconds left, a field goal for the Bengals wins us $1,800. Let's go. That's what Maryland does. Crab cakes and football. Oh, man. They drew a hard line in the sand on that play. A hard line and said, no, you are not getting this first down.
2 inches short, maybe less.
The story of my life.
All right, here we go. Jake Browning. Can he be the hero that Cincinnati needs and put this team on his back into a 3-0 start as the quarterback for this team and move the Bengals to 8-6 and potentially in a playoff spot? Browning hands it off to Mixon. Mixon picks up 1 or 2. I love the Bengals going with the run game here. It's a fresh slate. You know what you did on all those last 3 drives that scored touchdowns? You ran the football effectively with Joe Mixon. You came out, you won the coin toss, you got one-dimensional, you passed it on first down, you passed it on second, took a sack. Then you had to pass it on third and a mile. This is the right move. This is the right mindset out here. Empty backfield, though, on second down. Here we go. 2nd and 9. And over the – oh, my God. He fucking dropped it. Oh, my God. He dropped it, and it was almost intercepted. Oh, my God. Come on, Jake Browning. Let's go. T. Higgins, in every moment of this game where somebody needed to step up in the absence of Jamar Chase. No surprise it's been T. Higgins. T. Higgins is an amazing receiver down here, but amazing talent. They're going to need him to step up right here on 3rd and 9. Another big moment without Jamar Chase on the field. Shotgun for Browning. And Vikings send 4. Browning hanging in the pocket, trying to keep the play alive, throwing across his body. Caught! Tyler Boyd sitting on his feet down the sideline, all the way down to the all the way down to the 12. The Bengals are going to win this game. Let's go! The Bengals are going to pull off this comeback. It was 17-3. This game was over. They had no chance. And right here on 3rd down, Tyler Boyd, we said his name earlier. We said if he was on any other team, he'd be a number 2. And T. Higgins would be a 1. There's Tyler Boyd making the plays. He does not get – you want to talk about an underappreciated, underknown, just disrespected wide receiver in the league. Tyler Boyd has been this guy for many, many seasons now straight. And he makes the play right here that changes everything. A timeout is going to be called on 1st down. I don't think it's going to matter. Pending a miracle, the Vikings are going to come out of this in a crazy environment, crazy game. So much on the line with a win. What a freaking game, man. What a game. What a game. The Vikings, man, they were trying to stay conservative. You see, even on that 3rd down, they only brought 4. They dropped a lot of linebackers. They dropped a lot back in coverage. I think you had 6 DBs on the field running cover 6, trying to stay conservative and just prevent the big play. The Vikings still able to get pressure with only 4, even with numbers. Just an incredible play by Tyler Boyd. And now they're going to hand it off to Joe Mixon. And Mixon, with 2 hands over the football, will take it inside the 10-yard line down to the 9. And we'll see if McPherson, comes out right now. This is a chip shot. This is closer than a field goal would be. 22 straight field goals made inside 50 yards. You got to be feeling good about this one. He's laughing on the sidelines, cool as a cucumber. If you remember correctly, 2 years ago when the Bengals made the Super Bowl, he made every single kick in the postseason. He was one of the MVPs. for the Bengals, including walk-off field goals that resulted in victories. This is no mystery. These are not uncharted waters. McPherson is jumping in right here. And here he is jogging onto the field, number 2 on the field, but number 1 on everybody's mind. Can he pull off the kick? 3rd and 8. The Bengals say no more running, no more risking a fumble. Bad snap. Let's not risk any of that. We got a chip shot field goal to win the game, and we got one of the best kickers in the league. Here we go. Snap, hold, kick is Bengals win! Let's go! And it's over. The Bengals have done it. They come back from 17-3 and make an amazing game out of this. Jake Browning has played the hardest defense he's going to play for, I don't know, the rest of the season. The Bengals could go all the way to the AFC Championship game with the way the AFC is. Like I said, you don't trust the Jags. You don't trust the Colts. You don't trust the Texans. You don't trust the freaking Chiefs. They've lost like 2 of the last 4. You don't have a team in the AFC that you trust. Dolphins, they still haven't beaten a team over a 500 record. Okay? You know what their best win of the season is? The Denver Broncos. We didn't know that at the time. But yeah, until the Dolphins beat a real team, I'm going to stay not trusting them as much. The Ravens are for real. I'll give that, okay? But besides the Ravens, it's not like the NFC where you got Philly, Dallas, 49ers. The AFC is like the Ravens, I guess, right? And even then, Lamar only has 1 playoff win in his whole career there. So Jake Browning, man, I think he's doing what Nick Foles did for the Eagles. I really think that Jake Browning could take this team, and it's not because I'm so high on Jake Browning, but I am a little high on Jake Browning. It's because of the amount of talent, and like E-Dub says right here, the resilience of the team. These players know how to win. Joe Burrow may not be on the field with them anymore, but Joe Burrow's winning ways have stuck with the team. He's made a permanent impression on the players in the locker room, what the fan base has come to expect, and Zach Taylor just cementing the fact that he is a really great coach. This is definitely a team that's heating up at the right time, and the Bengals could very much make a real playoff push. And I wouldn't be surprised if on Monday we're not hearing about this at all, but it doesn't change the fact that it's true. The Bengals coming away with another great win. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like E-Dub said, this game has been unbelievable, and it was from the start all the way to the end, and it was because of all of you guys who tuned in, who were here watching this game with us. Thank you so much. We got another football game coming on after this with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Colts, so I'm going to shut it down, build everything, come back in for that game, and tonight, you guys know what tonight is. You guys know what tonight is. Tonight is the night for us to take on the Detroit Lions. And if they get the win, the Broncos may very well move into the playoff spot with the Bengals. And if you're a Broncos fan and you just heard me say that, then you're thinking,
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
that's all I needed to know, that we have a chance. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, appreciate you guys, and I will see you in a little bit. Oh, yeah, and tonight we will have Rick. I needed to make sure to let you know that. All right. See ya!